Willkommen meine Freunde, wieder zurück zu Starfield und
I'm listening.
Sarah möchte mit uns
Sorry to
reden.
pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you.
Danke selber.
Taking those steps to eradicate the terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud.
Ja?
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved.
Ja, ich hab's ja drauf, gell.
I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the terramorphs with the experimental microbe instead of choosing this ridiculous Asili solution.
Okay.
Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a risky choice you've made. I beg to differ with you. Deploying the Asili's solution is going to take years, perhaps even decades. The microbe would have cut that time drastically.
Ja, jein. Okay.
You've already seen how much destruction just a few terramorphs can cause.
Ja.
While we wait for the Asilis to naturally prey upon them, we have to spend time and resources defending ourselves. How many human lives will be lost due to the wait? Why should we wall ourselves in when we could simply eradicate them in one fell swoop? The science was at our disposal, and now we've cast that aside. I fear for the future.
Ja.
Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science.
Meine Güte.
Thankfully, the eradication of the Lazarus plant gives the Asilis a bit more time to do their job. Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to listen to my opinion on the matter. I'm sorry if I've said anything that jeopardizes our working relationship.
Dir hat's nicht gefallen.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Über was?
Thanks for giving me a moment of your time. I promise this won't take long.
Ja, genau.
I thought you deserved to know how proud I am that you chose to
Die
side with
wollen
the
jetzt
United
alles
Colonies
darüber
and put
reden.
an
Okay,
end to the
wir reden
Crimson
nicht mehr mit
Fleet.
ihnen.
You've almost single-handedly saved the settled systems from one of its most dangerous enemies. I can't possibly commend you highly enough.
Ja, passt.
Well, I'm not sure I deserve that, but I appreciate it all the same. What I want to know is what motivated you into making the right decision. You had Crix's legacy in hand, and you could have easily taken it to the key. Instead, you flew it to the Vigilance.
Ja.
Oh, well, I'm flattered that I have such a profound impact on your life choices. And you seem
Wir
to know me
flirten
quite
schon
well.
wieder. Wir haben's halt drauf.
So, no regrets betraying Delgado then? I imagine you and he formed quite a partnership right up until the end.
Ja.
No, I'm sorry. I refuse to excuse Delgado for his
Mann,
loathsome behavior.
ja,
but
okay.
We all have our crosses to bear, but it's how we choose to
Ja.
handle them that true. I have to be honest with you. It disturbs me that you would leap to his defense so...
Ja.
I didn't need to get to know him. His actions tell me that he was a horrible person, and we should be thankful he's out of the picture. I suppose my final concern is how long this newfound
Nicht
peace
lange,
will
die machen ja
last.
weiter.
I wish I could share your optimism. My largest concern are the reports that Neva Mora was never captured
Genau, die
or
gibt's ja
killed.
auch noch.
My hope is that she was smart and went into permanent exile. I suppose only time will tell. Ah. Well, it
Ja.
appears I've soured the mood of our lovely conversation. I trust my mindless prattle hasn't been too much of a bother. Thanks for taking the time to listen.
Ja, gerne.
Something I need to talk to you about.
Schon wieder? Na, jetzt reden wir nicht mehr mit. nicht mit ihr.
Against breathing. You might want
Wir reden jetzt nicht mit ihr.
to-
Wir machen jetzt mal ein paar andere Sachen. Schauen wir mal. Nein. Erwirbt die Kraft. Ja, das. Missionen, da kann man ein bisschen mehr Geld verdienen. Aktivitäten. Wo ist Surgeon? Der will ganze. Sie, Sarah. Morgen. Denken wir schon gar. Über was willst du noch hin?
I have an important personal decision to make,
Ah,
but I need
das ist
to
neu.
discuss something with you first.
okay.
Phew, thank you. So, where to start?
Ja.
Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy.
Okay.
When the colony war broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
Hm.
In my case, I was third in command, which has a lot to do with the story. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system.
Ja, okay.
Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
Okay.
Economic reasons. Several of the worlds in the Cassiopeia system were mineral rich. Both sides wanted to drop refinery outposts on the surface to bolster their supply.
Okay.
No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day,
Wow.
which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship. But I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
Okay.
The Dauntless was a tough little ship. No shields and the hull was breached, but it still had power. And weapons.
Okay.
That's why I remained in the battle. Huge mistake.
Glaube ich.
I believe you. But you haven't heard the worst of this. We
Erzähl.
fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was
Sarah, alles
nothing
gut.
I could do. It was my duty as acting captain to be the last person to leave the Dauntless. We
Ja.
had more than one escape shuttle available. So, I elected to wait until they were safe.
Okay.
The ship barely had enough power for comms and life support. All I could do was watch them die. You're sorry. For me, if I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had
Das ist ein
no time to
schwieriges
escape.
Leben. Das ist einfach so.
Yes. They expected to serve on the best ships, with the best captains. The crew of the Dauntless
Ja.
had to settle for me.
Aber die
When
anderen
the
sind vorher
dust
gestorben.
settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
Ah.
After I checked every section of the ship for wounded crew, I took the other escape shuttle. If I hadn't, I would have died. The Dauntless came apart minutes after I escaped.
Verstehe.
That's true, but still, it doesn't erase the real issue here.
Ja, dann
Remember
erzähl.
when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the navigator core going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
Ah.
You still have faith in me. I don't even know what to say. I never realized how much you cared about me. You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank.
Ja.
Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind.
Alles
I hope
gut?
you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
So,
Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in. Goodbye.
komm, gehen wir. Was genau? Wir wollten jetzt mal. Ah, genau, wir wollten mit dem Sergeant und Yumi reden.
Hey, Sam. You holding up okay?
Und dann schauen wir, was er vorhat. Und dann werden wir Sammy mal eine gute Ausrüstung geben und dann werden wir weitermachen. Hui! Und wir werden uns neue Kräfte besorgen. Das ist ja schon cool. Kräfte, das ist einfach geil. Komm her! Boah. .360 Leute, 360. Meine Güte. Hopp. Das war ein Fehler. Raumhafen. Ah, dahin? Ah. Warte mal, habe ich da meine Sachen mal wieder geholt? Ich weiß gar nicht mehr. So, Sergeant. Was ist los?
After that business with the Terramorph, it's good to get back to small crimes and pay
Ja,
the thieves.
glaube ich dir.
Ah, Captain. It's good to see you again, under much calmer circumstances.
Ja.
You wouldn't be here about the job, would you? Might not be worth your time, considering your rank.
Mein Job?
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Ja, ja.
All right, Captain. Just keep in mind, this isn't going to involve your usual level of excitement.
Alles gut.
No mind-altering terramorphs and explosions in the spaceport. Just simple, good old-fashioned police work.
Ja,
Your
bisschen
first
Abwechslung.
assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
Okay.
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works.
Verstehe.
Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business.
Okay.
The whole department is in the process of recovering, myself included. If I'm being honest, I still have nightmares of my team turning on one another. Things can be replaced and wounds can be healed, but building back that trust in each other is going to take time.
Das stimmt.
Luckily, we've built a good culture here, and we hired some new recruits who were inspired by what you did. I've got faith we'll survive this.
Okay.
You know, Mast.
Das kennen wir schon.
Headquarters of the entire United College.
See you later.
So. Ich war da mal im Gefängnis.
I desire no company. Leave. Do not bother me. I am a prisoner. Trapped. The great serpent called me to fight the unbelievers.
Die große Schlange, jetzt weiß
By
ich.
the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Ja, ja. Let's go.
How's the investigation? See you later, Captain.
Okay, lol. Ja, was anderes ist nicht weggeht. Ah.
All inquiries and complaints.
So, wir werden jetzt mal auf jeden Fall das machen. Wir werden jetzt mal auf unseren Zuhause Planeten, wo wir unser Haus haben, weil wir wollen jetzt Sammy ein bisschen mehr Wappen. Da. So. Mining aus. Das werden wir jetzt machen. Dass er mal gut ausgerüstet ist, mal bessere Waffen hat. Und mal bessere Anzüge hat. Ja, was ist los, Leute?
Lives get stuffy sometimes.
Ja,
Where to begin?
ja, zur Hölle, was war das?
Temple? The hell was that? I've been from one end of the settle systems to the other more times than I could count. But I've never, and I mean never, encountered something like that. Who built it? Why? So many questions.
Ich bin auch immer was. Es ist nur ein Job, ich gebe gerne, dass ich Angst habe. Glaubst du, der Tempel ist der Welt des Aliens gibt? Ja.
Maybe? For centuries, we've been looking for something definitive that says we're not alone out here. I just can't see the UC, Freestar Collective, or House Varun building that thing. The temple. Or maybe it's just some crazy gazillionaire's party temple. The ultra-rich do some seriously crazy things. Somehow I doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah. No pressure.
Nein, überhaupt nicht.
And what you can do? I am not a scientist, not in the least.
Ich auch nicht.
That ability, power, is just plain scientifically impossible.
Das stimmt.
then who is capable of something like that?
Aliens. Ganz einfach.
Forget about me. How are you?
Bei mir geht's
And
super.
whatever happened, it could have deep physiological effects. I hope not mental. And even if everything's perfect, there... Still, I can't imagine what's going through your head.
Alles Mögliche.
You... Same old you. The other Constellation members are gonna lose their minds once they hear about this. Assuming they even believe us.
Okay, passt. Komm jetzt, Sammy. Du kriegst jetzt eine super Ausrüstung.
How was that? Hell of a thing to see.
Komm, Sammy. Komm, komm. So. Du?
I'm up for a little adventure.
Lass uns
I
auch.
might have what you need. Hey, if you find a new pistol... Later.
Ich trage zu viel. Ja, nein, das ist da. Wir brauchen wieder eine Kiste. So. Wie viel habe ich jetzt eigentlich von dem genommen? Inventar. Dann machen wir alle. Okay, kann nicht mehr gelagert werden. So. Sammy. Jetzt habe ich wieder irgendwas genommen. Aha. Wayrun, Haus Wayrun. Das haben wir mit. Und dann Bestienjäger. Das nehmen wir mit. Fien. Bananen. Benim Mantis. Ha. Nehmen wir das mit. Und Kleidung. Gesundheit und 2. Weiß nichts. 5 Gesundheit. Du bist. Okay. Ah, das sind auch noch Anzüge, okay. Okay, dann nehmen wir das auch noch mit, um zu schauen, wie das ist. So. Waffen. Nehmen wir mit. Dann... Nehmen wir mit. Was nehmen wir damit? Nehmen wir mit. Kleines Magazin. Ah, das ist nicht gut. Fehlzünden. Nur da irgendwas Nachladetempo. Das wird schon so besser. Was haben wir da? Das nehmen wir auch mit hin. Okay, das nehmen wir auch mit. So, Sammy?
I must confess, I'll carry anything you need. Well, within reason.
So, Inventar. Ich gebe dir einmal... Ich muss meine Anzüge mal wegtun. Das bekommst du. Dann bekommst du das auch. Und den hier. Ja, das kriegst du auch. Ah, schau. Okay. Und jetzt die Waffen. Kriegst du. Das ist meine. Muss ich wieder mal wegtun. Genau, da wollte ich schauen. Entermesser. Ha. Den kriegst du, den kriegst du. Kriegst du. Ah, genau, das ist meiner. Regulator. Ha. Ich glaube, den behalte ich mir noch. Und das. Ja, wir sind öfter auf einem Planeten. So.
Take it easy.
Jetzt hast du gute Waffen. Passt. Wir werden aber jetzt unsere Sachen mal wegtun. Du bekommst... Da ist einfach mehr. Die Perks sind da einfach besser. Auch wenn der ziemlich gut ist. Auf haufenweise gut ist. Aber ich mag den mehr. Ah, den behalte ich mir. Als Sauerstoff. Ja, das kann ich mir auch alles machen, gell? Ah, den tue ich mal in eine extra Kiste rein, dass ich den wieder finde. Ich möchte Puppen dann daraus. Das Zimmer an. Oder willst du das an? So. Und jetzt Inventar. Justifier. Lagern. Schauen am Menschen. Ja, das geben wir ab. Das behalten wir. Seid da. Gehen wir ab. Große Batterie. Angriffstempo, da muss man dann schauen, ob der andere... Genau. Okay, das ist auch da. Da hat der mehr Schuss. Ja, muss ich schauen. Bin mir nicht sicher. Das möchte ich auch irgendwie behalten. Aber den tue ich weg. Den tue ich weg. Boah, das ist ja richtig schwer, Leute, das auszusuchen. Aber wir werden jetzt auch hier beenden. Wir haben jetzt Sammy eingekleidet. Ich werde noch ein bisschen stöbern, welche Waffen ich behalten werde. Dass ihr nicht einmal zu viel davon mitbekommt. Also in der nächsten Folge werden wir dann, glaube ich, wenn wir zum Tempel reisen und neue Kräfte holen. Und dann werden wir auf die Tour gehen. Wieder. Oder vielleicht noch vorher noch eine Mission machen, dass wir mal die Kräfte ausprobieren können. Also bleibt dran. Und wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge. Tschüssi.